I think that's the biggest damn ship I've seen in this game. Holy fuck. Look at that thing, it's a freaking beast. Anyway. Display recorder's making my game, like, freaking slow as holy fuck. But anyway. A lot of people are always wondering, like, how to get money in this game. Well, of course, there are thousands of different ways you can get money in this game. But this is basically a way that I've always exploited. And yes, I said exploited. Anyway, basically, you go into a place, doesn't really matter what. And, you know, you go like a Terran faction place, or a vossks faction place, or something like that. And you come across this basic scenario. Basically, I have vossks dudes putting a cap in the Terran guys. Anyway, and they'll duke it out, and they'll fight, and they'll be ornery and all that kind of shit, and yeah. But anyway, and they'll duke it out, and they'll, like, beat up each other. And the nice thing is it doesn't affect your standing with either faction, whether you help out or not. I keep smacking this thing off the table. But anyway, the iPad's too big. Anyway. And you can basically just sit here. Most of the time I just sit with my engines off. Just swipe down, your engines turn completely off. And, yeah. They'll hit you with a few stray bullets. That's normal. You know, the AIs are not exactly, you know, like snipers and shit. They're not exactly good shots. But anyway, as long as you do not retaliate, or you make sure your auto turret, because I only ever use an auto turret, doesn't start, like, going crazy and ballistic and start shooting these guys. But anyway, you can just sit here, and sure, it takes a little while, it takes a little time, but you'll eventually just get a freaking ton of loot. That's basically it. Especially you have the octopus, see if it shows what I have on here. No, it doesn't. But anyway, if you have the octopus, tractor beam, or you can even have, like, a lesser one, and just make sure you're pointing towards the loot. And, or at least have one that can draw in loot from a pretty good distance. I don't know what the octopus's range is, but obviously it's pretty damn far. Because I can usually just sit in one spot, and these guys will just duke it out. And basically, you just mooch off all their loot. And it's a good way to get a lot of free stuff without having to do much. But man, I'm telling you, this guy is huge. It must be one of those battleships that the trophies or achievements area talks about. That if you manage to destroy one of these big ass things, you can get an achievement, an award for beating this thing. To be quite honest, I don't think I want to try. Just the look of this thing is intimidating as hell. You know, considering this is a brand new ship I have just gotten. It's called the Darkanov or something. All I know is this cool little badass ship. But, I mean, I am considerably smaller than this big ass thing. And I'm just not ready to push my luck in this thing. It doesn't have the, you know, the weaponry, doesn't have all the stuff, and I think the Terran have killed off all the vossks. Or the vossks killed off all the Terran. But anyway, yeah, eventually you get to the point where, you know, they'll kill each other off, and then you just go to the next area, and just wait for this thing to happen again.